Done.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
No condoms here tonight.
Right.
Hello.
I thought we were doing the countdown.
I am so happy to be here.
Oh, that's
Chaos has already begun. And Richard's not even here yet. Okay.
Oh man.
so late.
I know, right? Barrett was the first to hop in. Yes, y'all, please tap
this
that
is not
like
Barrett.
button like a keg
This
at a
is
frat
not
party.
Barrett.
By the way, this down here is not Barrett. This in the comments is Barrett, right? So a difference there. Just to notate, we've got
I don't know what name that says. What does
we've
that
got
say?
Von Dick down low tonight with JC and Des here. And Barrett is in the comments only. So
Mhm.
number 2 was Esther, who's ready to get some laughs, some words, and a little bit of free therapy.
Perfect.
We are here for the free therapy tonight. I'm half a bottle down on my wine. Des has some in her hand. JC's sober. And
Drink.
and we got Von Deck down there, whose anonymity is going to get us somewhere tonight. All right.
Mhm.
I did
Lots
nibble
of
on
chaos.
the
Lots of chaos.
so I'm
You did
not exactly sober.
not exactly sober. It's a-okay. Morgan's here.
Hey, Morgan.
Neither are the rest of us. JC's going to be high on the laughter by the end of the night.
And hopped up on the caffeine, so that worked.
Caffeine is a drug, JC. Hi, Nick.
That's what my daughter keeps telling me. I tell her, no, it's not. But okay.
I approve.
I
I'm
am
all about
so
it.
glad you have grabbed hydration for the oncoming tears, Esther.
Oh, another sip.
Let me see. Wednesday, cast and crew on a Friday is tripping you out. Yes, we are here.
We're here all week.
Literally.
Don't forget to tip do not forget to tip your waiter.
Yes, do not forget to tip your waiter. Also, Nia and Tiff both have the link, and they have let me know they are attending that AWC after party and having a great time meeting and networking. If they hop in, they hop in. If they don't, we're cool.
We got this.
We do got this. We do got this. Here we
Miss
go.
you.
Hi, Esther. There are actual Fs here. All right. Hi.
What was that too, though?
Coming in on the no condoms here.
Okay.
Raw dog.
Okay. Raw dog.
Raw
He just
dog.
saying, take a sip.
Have a good time at your party, Tiff.
Yes.
Let me see. Sounds like it's time for you to get some OJ and some vodka. You know what?
Friday.
So,
I love a good screwdriver. Vodka. Well, that's what you call a screwdriver, JC.
It is.
It is.
The innocence of Gwynna is ruined for me. I'm just joking.
How do
I
you start
never
your
thought you were
Sundays
innocent.
on Sundays? How do you start your Sunday brunch? If
I
not
don't
with
drink, remember?
I know, but how?
I have coffee.
I have alcoholic coffee.
Oh.
Look. Hi, cool gamer.
Hello.
I don't know
All
what Von Deck, is it Von Deek or Von Deck? Please correct
Von
me.
Deek.
Von Deek.
Von Deek.
Von Deek.
Devin Von Deek.
The Deek is hard at the end. The Deek, the Eek, it's very hard.
There has an emphasis.
Give it X.
I know who made up that name though. Like, why did they decide to call it a screwdriver?
It's because it gets you ready to screw, but not ready to drive.
Not screwdriver.
We're having a great time tonight, JC. Welcome to my channel.
Yes.
I mean, vodka did make. Never mind. Shut up.
All right.
I have drunk once upon a time,
Okay,
but vodka was my drink of choice.
No, I'm gonna fix this. Look at
Yes,
this.
we are, Jenna.
Here.
We are definitely starting off strong.
How about
There's no Barrett on the stream. Who are you talking to, Tiff?
Who is that? Who is that? How about this?
Yeah. She might not have been here at the beginning. This is not.
How about this? My monogram, my initials. Can we remember
DVD?
You a DJ now? DVD.
All right. Now, I have already done a vulnerability check. Des says she's down for anything. I think she said she's down for anything was her actual words. Yeah. JC said 10 out of 10. And what
I don't
was
even
that?
need a safe.
I said open book.
Open book. And Von Dijk down there said 12.
Don't even need a safe word.
One more time.
No, Biden did not make a baby, Esther.
He doesn't need a safe word.
Don't need a safe word.
No safe words tonight. All right. Starting off strong then, tell me about a recent medical scare. We're going to hit it and quit it, hop into a sprint.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Now telling this? Because I have one. Like, do you want one from recent?
Would you prefer I go first or would you prefer...
Yes? I want to know what you're going to share, and then we'll decide how deep I'm going to go.
My recent medical scare. Okay, so way back in college, I noticed a lump in my girly bits, right? I know. Not a colored lump, just a lump. And over the past 5 years, it recently got so big that it actually started protruding from my skin, right?
Sweet.
So I had to go buy a new knife and like cut part of it out myself because I can't afford surgery and I don't have health care. So I did that, but some of it was still in there and it kept getting bigger. And at like a week, it wasn't clotting up. And I was like, you know what? At this point, I'm going to have to wing it and go to a gyno. But the day I went to a gyno, actually, it fell out. Like it just randomly. It's not my vagina, it was my vulva. So I thought it was cancer. So I took it, I wrapped it up in a bandage and I took it with me to my gyno appointment. And she was like, "Thank you for bringing this to me. I'll give you some antibiotics and some silver nitrate." So she cleaned me up.
Thank you. I'm glad you came to visit today.
I wasn't ready for that.
So I had a recent cancer scare, but I'm okay now, and I'm still paying off that gyno bill. Y'all turn.
How do you go after that?
I mean, no.
Von Dijk, you should have went first.
Oh man.
Okay.
Huh.
I have
I don't have anything for that.
I don't have a recent scare. I have
sending people a vulva. What the fuck?
like, hi here. We're a white elephant party. We'll do a white elephant party.
Imagine that unboxing video. You'd be like opening it up. You'd be like, oh.
I have pictures of everything, and we'll happily show you. But I don't think you want to see like my tumor.
No.
Wait, is it actually a tumor? You cut the tumor out yourself, or you cut your vulva out?
I cut the first half of the tumor out, and then the other half fell out.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned out to be a tumor in my sweat gland in my vulva.
He's dead.
Have you ever had to take a kitchen knife to your genitals? I guess that should be the question.
So for me, it's a no.
Not kitchen supplies, not any type of tools like that. No. Can't say that I have.
Not for a medical reason, at least. No.
I love your bravery.
Yeah.
I have a high pain tolerance.
Surgery is next
Clearly.
level.
Clearly.
Yeah, no, I'm embarrassed. Mine's like a little skin issue that's a side effect of my medication, so I'm getting some eczema that I didn't have before. So it's not cutting out a tumor.
It's still something.
Some eczema is like hard to handle though. Like when I'm massaging people or working on stretch with people, like you guys, sometimes that eczema can get so bad, like it'll actually like break your skin apart though.
Oh yeah. No, I'm bleeding. Like it started bleeding right But I'm just swollen. It's because of all the stress of everything. So I'm very swollen right now, and like pain's bad. Like it's chronic illness. It happens.
Von Dijk, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Von Dijk is deeked. So
Yeah.
been double D. I'm really tired.
Yep.
All right. Let's go, JC Des. Tell
Bring
me.
it. Vulva.
I don't have a scare. I can say a story about a doctor who pretty much gave me the worst birthday of my life. I was in my early 20s, and because of the PCOS, I have a lot of health issues that were not recognized and were not understood at the time, and still fully aren't. And so my mother decided to take me to this doctor that she heard such great things about on my birthday, and pretty much just sat there for him to be like, well, you know, you're probably just needing to lose weight and then all your problems will be solved. So if you don't, you're going to get cancer, you're going to get this, you're going to die of that, you're going to da-da-da. And he just listed this whole thing and looked me straight in the eye and was just like, this is going to happen to you soon if you don't change. And I was like, thank you. Happy birthday to me.
I don't know why I think that helps. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was very ignorant of him. Yes, Wendy.
I just would have said, I'm seeing all of your little dick energy, and I'm not here for it. Thank you.
Yes.
I wish. Oh, I should have had Von Dijk on my shoulder back then.
You should have.
Because
We all need a portable Von Dijk.
in my head, I was definitely in that vibe against him. But yes. He was, actually, but because he's a man, you know.
It's acceptable.
Yes, and he knows so much about women's health. So clearly he was giving out the expertise advice for my life. Yeah, that was a fun birthday. I remember that one.
JC,
I found a positive cough. Hang on.
I don't know that I have a
Yes. He would have been so jealous.
No.
What is that?
The cast of the guy's cock.
Okay.
we've been so strong tonight. We haven't even sprinted yet.
JC's like, what did I get myself into tonight?
Oh no. I know what I signed up for with you guys. I don't think I have a recent medical scare. I mean, because of my weight, I'm always, according to my doctor, in medical crisis. Always being told I need to have weight loss surgery. But then they always test me for diabetes, and we always get shocked, both of us, the doctor and I, when it says I don't have diabetes. Because given my weight, I probably should. But knock on wood, I don't. And I don't have a recent. I did go, I don't know if this counts, but I did get a little scared earlier today because I have this pain in my left arm and shoulder, and I've had it all week. And it's not the shoulder that holds baby, so I know why that shoulder hurts, because that one is the one that baby likes to cling to, and baby is heavy and his head is hard. So, but I was like, wait, is left arm pain a sign of a heart attack? So I went to Google immediately. You're not supposed to do. And it said it's a sign of a heart attack if it's coupled with chest pain, which I'm not having any chest pain. And I was like, okay, well, what does it mean? And it said something about, well, it did say that it could be a sign of high anxiety, which I'm always anxious. And I forget that sometimes anxiety manifests itself in the body. So we're going to hope that that's what it is. I know that I've put a heating pad on it. I've put ice on it. Nothing helps. It's just like, it's an inner pain. And it's like, it feels like it's, I wouldn't say it feels like it's on fire, but it definitely, it hurts. So I don't know why it's hurting. I haven't done anything strenuous with it, so I don't know. So does that count? I don't know.
It does count. I will say, though, women typically experience back pain with a heart attack, not chest pain.
Well, I haven't had that. Well, other than the back pain I normally experience because of the accident that I was in, but that's lower back pain. So
okay.
I just want to point out to anyone watching this from anywhere else in the world, one of the things you can see from what we just discussed is how broken the healthcare system is. Hope in and of itself is not a medical strategy. So, or at least an effective one. So all of the things that we just discussed here could probably be better served by a healthcare system that's more proactive instead of reactive.
Yep.
And these are all things that we should take away from the light moments that we create here on this program. We like to drive
Cheers.
home all realness
Yes,
at
Mr. Von
the end.
Geek.
Mhm.
Yes,
Sometimes,
Mr.
sometimes
Drink
the deek pokes through.
Esther, don't cross off my kink list yet. And then she says, my most recent was years ago. My gallbladder was about to explode, so I was rushed into the operating room. Jesus.
Ooh,
Oh my
I'm
God.
so sorry.
that's scary.
My sister just had her gallbladder removed. Yeah.
Oh, I lied. Oh, well, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, my sister's fine right now. Everything runs through her, but otherwise she's all right. She's eating everything.
Ah,
Nick says, my most recent scare was that I couldn't stand up and get out of bed. I was in so much pain and we kept thinking it was gas. Well, it wouldn't go away. I went to a hospital after using a crutch to get there, and they told me I was fine and sent me home. Well, next thing I know, I'm profusely bleeding, and then I get sent to a specialist, and they were like, well, you might have endo, so that's fun.
Oh my God.
Oh,
no. That's painful.
Oh.
Yes.
I have several.
Endo runs in my family, babe. It is absolutely horrible. And if you need any advice or tips on how to deal with it, I've been caretaking for both my mother and my sister, both of which have endo and have had endo there since they had puberty. And I'll be happy to tell you anything I know about living with endo because it will never go away if you do have it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Two of my best friends, one that wrote the piece that we read, and then the other that's just a best friend in my life, both have endometriosis and have had horrific, like, just surgery after one of them's in the 50s, so multiple surgeries and like, oof. So lots of love and good vibes.
Yes.
An endo diagnosis basically guarantees surgery every 8 to 10 years to remove that built up scar tissue. And then Jenna says, I've been having weird vision symptoms that are consistent with either MS or a brain tumor. I don't have insurance, so whatever happens, happens.
America.
Isn't that the, yep.
Oh my God.
Jenna,
Capitalism.
there are independent imaging companies that will do a MRI or a X-ray of your head for a comparably small fee. And then at the very least, you can compare them with Google images and say, hey, I wonder if I have a brain tumor.
Something to think about. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an important time to note that none of us are medical professionals and cannot offer
Right.
medical
Yes.
advice.
That what he said, what Von Dijk said, listen to Von Dijk. I'm not a medical professional.
I did forget about another more recent health scare that I forgot about until now. I thought I had a hernia. I might have had a hernia. I may have had a hernia. I don't know.
Well, they just pass. So you did. I mean, it's not like the hernia just moves on. Like, probably didn't.
Well, I know that the pain that I had felt went away and it has not returned. But then there have been moments where I thought I might have felt it returning, but it did not. So, we're just going to hope that it wasn't a hernia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to repeat, hope is not a good medical strategy. And
I know. That's what made me think of that when you said that hope is not a good strategy. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Don't forget when you vote, that when you vote, you're voting for things like medical strategies and healthcare plans and things. So, sorry.
And women's rights.
That'll be me. That'll be me until November.
I love to have it, and I wish you were running for an office. And on that note, we will hop into a sprint. Go get your Depresso Espresso, guys. We're going to have a great time. Adios.
Bye.
Welcome back, friends.
What was that? Wait.
Oh,
That's
no.
near.
Told you we're here for a good time tonight.
Been replaced.
Mondique. Oh, wait a minute. Mondique has changed his name. Mediocre white male. Oh my god.
Is this after my comment last night?
What?
I wonder what he'll do next time.
I agree with your comment. I am agreeing 150%. This is my protest.
Love it.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's dive into the comments. Hey, what did you guys do with your sprint? I ate some of that delicious beef tips that I just made, and by the way, they were just tender enough to like melt in your mouth over my fresh mashed potatoes, and I licked my bowl.
So happy for you. You got to enjoy it.
It was so good. After all that effort, thank you.
Good. You deserved it.
Yes, the entire house is now saying, "Hey, Gwenna, on our next birthday, can you do this?" And I was like,
No.
Why not? Mediocre white male says no. Mm-mm.
"Listen, it's the audacity. It's the caucasity."
It's the capacity.
Maybe I'll embody, you know what I'll do this whole like period? I'm going to embody a mediocre white male so I'm going to give the stream the character. Okay, go.
You go for it.
And
This
see.
is going to be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let me see here. Okay. All right. Des, what'd you do?
I ate food. It wasn't as glorious as yours, but it did the job, and refilled my wine.
Hey, cheers to
Hold
that.
up. Refill? That look like it's at the same level. Okay.
Well, yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Miss JC, what'd you do?
I went and got me some iced coffee, and I stared at my document for quite a while before I started the scene that I am currently in. So I didn't get many words. I'm not even going to count those words. I'm going to save them for next sprint.
All right.
There you go.
Count them next sprint.
I did reread my document. Sorry.
Huh?
I said, but words are words. Des, what did you say?
I just said that I remembered I reread my document, so I did reread what I last wrote at least.
All right, mediocre white man, MWM.
I made 28.5 more cents per hour than white women, about 35.5 cents per hour than black women, and 41 cents more per hour than indigenous women.
There you go. That sounds about right.
It's
Yep.
the statistics off the top of Ronji's head. Hi, Nia.
How are you?
We're
I'm
truly
good.
chaotic tonight. I'm so happy you're here.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you. I'm a little tired and I'm like, what is happening?
Oh, this is Mr. Well, hold up. He was Mr. Von Dijk. Then he was DVD. Now he's mediocre white male. He's not Barrett.
He's not Barrett.
Barrett's not here tonight. Mm-mm.
Barrett is in the chat. This is not him.
Mhm.
Got you.
This is the vibe he's going for tonight.
Neil's like, what is happening?
Oh, by the way, guys, we never did our intros, but if anybody wants to intro,
I mean,
It's a bingo card. If you haven't gotten your bingo card, that's on there.
let me see here.
That's
Oh,
true.
I already checked it off. We had already done that one.
Oh, darn.
that means you have to start a new bingo card so you can check it off again.
Multiple cards. Multiple cards.
Yes, multiple cards. Let me
Isn't that how
see.
they do it in the bingo? They have multiple cards spread out.
Yeah, like a
Like-
stamp.
Right. Bingo!
It could be cool because at the end of the month, like if you do one, see, we should have thought about this. We need to have a competition. Like who can
Yay, the whole crew's here.
You're exactly right, Nia. We should have had a competition about who can fill out the most of their cards, how many times over?
Yeah, but not simultaneously. You got to finish one, then the next, then the next, because that'll make it harder. That'll make it harder. Like, so once you complete one, then you can get the next card. Like the challenges. So you could do multiple challenges. You could do who can get the most. Like
That's Tiffany's wheels turning.
She's like,
who can get the most blackouts?
ooh.
Nia, Tiff, I already did vulnerability check on these 3 and we dived right in. I am here to tell you if you need us to back out, we can. But what's your vulnerability? Scale of 1 to 10. MWM, stay inside your screen.
Not all about you.
Check yourself. Nia, Tiff, are you okay with saying vulnerability? You want us to back out a little?
I don't know what everybody's vulnerability was. I just got here.
I just got here.
Oh, so Des says she's down with anything.
I'm just here for the
10 out of 10. MWM here, previously Von Dijk said 12 out of 10, and then a 40 out of 10, and he has no safe words. So.
It's a night.
The safe words?
It's a night.
A replay.
Tiffany, I've got wine. It's already been a night.
And Gwenna has something in her bottle. We don't know what. Oh, it's a different. Are you?
It's a second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another some more.
There's no counting drinks at the party. There's no counting drinks at the party.
There is
no, I don't know. I'm either an open book or I'm not answering that. You know what
Ooh,
right there.
I respect your boundaries.
Like, well, here's the whole deal.
I feel like Nia would have said, "I'm not answering that to the first question."
Huh?
I feel like you would have said, "I'm not answering that to the first question."
Oh, maybe.
We asked about recent medical scares, and they got to find out how I'm a surgeon.
Oh yes, you have to tell that story again. Please tell that story again.
Tumor. She cut out her own tumor.
No.
Let's see
from her lady bits, y'all.
But she told Desiree, did she not tell the story like it was normal? Like it was just
like it was just a Tuesday afternoon getting the newspaper.
So Tiffany
handing her vulva to the gynecologist.
Yeah, the story arced with gynecologist. That's where we hit like the dark night of the soul.
Yeah, so that's where we're at tonight, Nia.
Wow.
It's you guys came in on a Friday night that
real special Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm here to listen. I'm here to listen tonight.
I take my vulnerability back.
I'm here for you.
Yes. Watch the replay, Morgan. Watch the replay. It's good.
I had this thing. It wasn't going away, so I just went for it and cut it out. And I got about half of it. And then I was walking to the doctor's office.
And she handed her vulva to the gynecologist.
The vagina fell out, and she said, no, my tumor. And then I thought she said her vulva, but then I got confused. The vulva was fine. It was just
the tumor inside the vulva.
And she brought it to her gyno.
Of course I brought it to my gyno. I needed it tested.
Wrapped up in some
wrapped up like a gift.
So let me just say, the White Santa this year is going to be off the chain. When you open that box, you need to be ready.
Never know. Now they're questioning why they came on.
And like Shannon said, please like and subscribe. Or else you'll never hear about all the other crazy times I've committed surgery on myself. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We're gonna go through these comments and then I'll pull up a question. Sound good?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Jenna says, yes, just some weird flashes and distortion intermediately. The eye doctor says it's not the physical aspect of the vision, but the mental. It doesn't bother me at all the time, but I hope it doesn't progress. We hope it doesn't progress as well.
Yes.
I am scared for you. I'm sorry you can't have access to healthcare. Maybe go to Canada.
I don't think it's that easy.
Just casually go to Canada.
I know that the mediocre white male should not be the one to call this out, but that was dripping of privilege.
It was, but I wasn't thinking like, fly to Canada. I was thinking like Greyhound it, like a bus to Canada. It's the healthcare system which we touched on earlier is tragic. That's a tragic story, but all the ones we mentioned above were actually tragic. JC's situation with her accident pain and all the shit she has all the time, or the hernia that she's like, it just went away. I prayed it away. And it's like, that's how it works.
I didn't say prayed it away. I just said I hope it wasn't a hernia.
Right. Well, and I said,
I don't know what's going on with this shoulder and this arm. I have no idea.
Right. But hope cannot be a medical strategy. So if you're not registered to vote, we should get you registered to vote before November.
There's a lot of that here in the South. You got pray it away because you can't afford that surgery.
I think it's everywhere, but we got to change that. Like we can't be hanging out on live streams and have our friends being like, "Yeah, I cut out my vulva."
Yeah, no.
That's
not great.
We can't.
What is happening? I'm just gonna sit here and play my games.
We're at a big landmark tonight.
I did cut out an ingrown toenail one time. It was pretty gnarly, but like again, it's not my gnarly bits.
I love my husband's ingrown toenails. It's like low key, so good.
Okay, so now I'm understanding a bit more of how you dug into your own lady bits and cut out the important nibbles.
I don't know what's happening here.
You're laughing already, so that's a good thing, Blues.
I'm going to plead the fifth on any further discussion of body horror.
Well, I think you've already put yourself out there.
Oh, Nick. Oh.
I told Nick to write about his cat, and I think Margaret had a better suggestion, which was write about the word lugubrious, and I don't know what that means. Can someone Google that for me?
Oh.
Oh, also, hi, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Welcome.
And I never said hi to Margaret, but I waved. So hi, Margaret. Let me see. Hi, Esther. Congratulations. You have not been tamed. You have been wrenched.
Yes.
It means sad. Looking sad.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. There's some audacity. There's 101 Dalmatians going on. Also, congratulations on your 119 words.
Yes.
There's a lot of sarcasm in the world, Nick. You got to call it how you see it.
It's everywhere.
Here we go. Yes, Jenna, you do have hardware. Morgan did have the best sprint, which was Popeyes.
And now I want some Popeyes.
Right.
Thanks.
Them biscuits.
With some red beans and rice.
Red
Just,
beans.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes,
That
Esther.
spicy chicken. Mm.
Not spicy.
Laura, it's not workaholic if it's something you're passionate about, right? If it's
Right.
not creativity, it's just dedication to your art.
But I will say, listen to your body and your dog. If Roy is telling you to go to bed, go to bed.
good advice.
Margaret, you're in the chat, so you can be as vulnerable or invulnerable as you want to be.
We were cut your vulva out.
We won't. The rest of
Megan might, because she likes surgery.
I should have cis in mine too. Come on now.
Here we go. Got you one better.
Oh,
No.
No! Oh no, it's a C! I didn't mean to make it a C!
no, it's like,
I'm so sorry. I meant to make it a B.
Okay.
It just went off the rails.
Right?
We're gonna blame that one on the wine.
This is the family hour of the show. I recommend one bring your children.
Yes, after 9, after dark.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
I hate warm drinks.
Here is a
Unless it's,
lukewarm
like,
drink to
perfectly
take home with you. Did they give it to you for free? I hope at least. Like,
Probably not.
You know, my father never gets ice in his drinks
why?
because he says that if you get it, it's a conspiracy. Because if you get ice in the drink, they're giving you less soda than what you're paying for.
I mean, it's kind of true, but still.
But it's
You-
hot.
Get watered down.
They should make the drinks cold enough, but they don't.
I mean, it's his thing. He normally brings it home anyway, and then just adds ice when he
Ice.
gets here.
Oh,
I always get the frozen
He
lemonade at
wants his
Popeyes, so
full
it's cold.
soda. Unless we're at a restaurant where there's what is it, unlimited refills, then he will go ahead and get ice in that.
because he's
So he
gonna have
really
it
does
all.
want his drink cold,
I love your dad.
but he's just not going to be get
You
ripped
missed
off.
where he
That's-
almost hit on Nia.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're gonna stay a little
These are
silly for this
Mary's
one
ladies.
before we do something deep on the last one. Sound okay?
Onomatopoeia? Is that how you say that? Okay.
Onomatopoeia.
Remind me.
It's a sound effect, right? Like I kind of like sizzle or like boom. Like those are my favorites. Like I like the way sizzle like actually sounds like sizzling.
Cuckoo.
Right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cuckoo is good. What about you guys? Favorite onomatopoeias?
What exactly is it? Onomatopoeia?
It's like a sound
It's like a
effect. It's the word you use to describe a sound.
like they do it a lot with comments, like wham, boom,
Yeah.
pow,
Oh.
pop. Maybe pop for popcorn. What's the popcorn sound? Pop, pop, pop.
Pop, pop, pop.
Mine would probably be snap.
Snap. Clack.
I say snap a lot. Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like whoosh. Whoosh. Okay.
Whoosh.
Oh yeah,
Whoosh is a good
yeah.
one.
Swoosh, yeah. Loki just popped his head up. You know he likes his swoosh game.
Sweet.
Although Morgan's right, because I do say bam, because every once in a while, I don't know if you guys remember that TV show Castle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he would
I love that
always,
show.
like, he would be saying something. He's like, we walked into the room, we did this, we did that, and bam, said the lady. We did this. And so I do have a tendency to say bam, said the lady.
Didn't even want the ones we ordered. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Plat. I like a good plat.
Oh, I like plat.
It's like splat but harsher.
What?
I feel like
Yeah.
splat is more wet. I feel like plat is more like wrapped in skin before it hits cement.
Yeah. Yeah. Zing. Rar. I used to be one of those rar XD kids.
I would say stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the old Batman show where they, in between takes, they would have the bam and flat.
Esther likes the bow chicka wow wow.
Okay.
A splash. Splash. All right.
Does
All
anybody
right.
like splish?
Oh,
Or
splish.
is it just
Oh,
the splash? The splish is like a tagging along.
What about
What about what?
Oh, I do like a good bloop.
bloop?
Oh.
Bloop is good.
Anyways, thanks for entertaining me there, friends. Shall we hop into sprint number 2 and then we'll come back and do a bigger
really.
question?
Ooh.
A bigger question. All right, friends. Let me go ahead and thank you for being here, everyone.
Tiffany, what was that? What was that, Tiffany?
Nothing, JC. Nothing. I'm just over here in my own little world. I'm experimenting with my new lights.
Ooh.
Notice I'm not
Oh, how do you
filmed
like
today.
it?
Hold on. What?
Oh,
I
yes.
like.
Oh, I see.
That'd be
It
an
doesn't
Amazon
disappear
Prime
as fast
purchase.
either.
It
Look at that. When you lean back, you don't disappear as fast.
I know. That'd be an Amazon Prime purchase. Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
We just
Thanks,
making
Daddy
it up.
Bezos. We
You
appreciate
just
you.
keep getting richer. You just keep getting richer.
We want our cut, Jeff.
Right?
Jeff, pay your taxes, please.
Please.
Ooh.
And on that note,
Right?
we're sprinting. Bye. Welcome back, friends.
Hello. Oh.
That was very foreboding, mediocre white man, aka
Oh.
Chad.
The slow raise of the head. Of course, your name's Chad.
Hello, welcome back. I got 289 words, and I have realized that the remainder of Camp NaNo is probably going to be me redrafting the background to this fantasy series that I had that has changed significantly from the first outline. So I'm probably going to need to go through and re-outline what the backstory is so that I get it straight in my head. So that is me. What about the rest of you?
I actually got 452 words, so I'm surprised. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but yay, very happy. And it's for a new chapter too, so happy about that.
Awesome. JC, how's that new chapter coming along?
I got 453 words.
Yay! Look at us being productive.
While I was watching the news.
Which, hey, that's something. You got words and watched.
I was surprised I got anything given what I was watching.
That's why I don't watch the news these days. Can't do it.
You have to, though. You got to stay in the know.
I can consume my news elsewhere.
They showed the entire 77 minutes. The Uvalde thing. They showed the whole thing.
Yeah.
What about you ladies down there? What you do?
I got food started because I need to eat or I'm going to fall asleep. And I'm like, this is not my bedtime, but this might fix my sleep clock because it has been a very long day for me. So I might actually go to sleep by 1 o'clock tonight. Yeah. Huh?
What you fixing?
My husband's going to make subs because he kept asking me, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. And now he's like, you don't look so great. You need food. I'm like, I do need food.
Oh, yes. Eat yourself.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that he puts it on flatbread. So we'll see.
Bottom corners, how are we doing? Bottom corners.
Well, I'll talk over my mediocre white male friend named Chad. I know it'll just offend him and feed into his desperation for attention. And
Yes.
I started working on the note that you sent me for my scene. So I got about halfway through.
Nice.
No, that I sent you for your scene?
Yeah, the thing that I sent you yesterday, the new beginning thing.
I forgot I did that.
I was like, we're getting no response from that.
Right over my head.
I'm not claiming this. I don't know.
I'm really excited for the new beginning, for the way you're planning on launching it. I'm super excited. I think that it's going to turn out exactly the way you want this story to launch, which I know from the other two perspectives you tried, you felt were like mostly hits, but some part of it missed, right? But I feel like with this new perspective, it's going to be a 100% like knock it out of the ballpark once you get it right. It's gonna be great. I'm super excited. You guys should be excited for Havella. I'm pretty excited for it.
Is it the perspective that we talked about last night?
Right.
Yeah, but I did change it. You want to know what the first paragraph is now?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to wait till backstage?
No, I'll say it. Okay.
Okay.
I bit my swollen lip to keep in my cry as I looked down at my twisted leg. My knee the size, or double its normal size, bruised so badly I couldn't see the skin beneath. It had to be broken. my arm hanging limp at my side no better, a simple touch bringing tears to my eyes, the throbbing anguish consumed my body, every inch of me shattered as I lay circled miserably in a ball of pain. A circle tighter, the goal to block out the agony. Harsh breaths shot out of my mouth, contracting my chest, making each one a battle. I was losing consciousness, and yet the anguish that filled my heart demanded I not slip away. She was dead. I hadn't even seen it, but I felt it. I knew it. They both were gone, and it was my fault.
Delicious.
As good as the one we heard yesterday was, that's even like I can't wait.
Well, because that's what
so
she told me.
meaty.
That's what Gwenna's notes were. She was like, if she never broke a bone, how does she know her leg's broken? Like, I need to feel it. I need to know how her leg broke. What's wrong with her leg?
Ah,
Oh, good.
ah, I felt it. Ah.
Yes. Right, mediocre chat. Mediocre chat.
Well, so I did absolutely fuck all during that.
Of course.
Because I am a mediocre white male. I am about 188% more likely to be published in the next few years than anyone else here on the screen. So tonight, the differences that happen when we allow the patriarchy to exist.
Yep.
It hurt in such a good way.
Yep.
That was just enough to piss me off to keep me going, right? Like that's just enough to make me want to spite the system.
Yeah.
But it's like so real though, right? He's nothing. And we just heard what Tiffany did. But guess what?
Guess what? Guess what, friends?
Too real. Too real.
You guys, listen, can I just say, I do not make the rules for a system that is set up to allow me and people just like me, mostly males, to succeed. Like, I can't help that I was, I mean, it's like, it's being mad at me for being born, and we can't be mad at babies.
Oh, Chad.
Really, it's really your fault. So,
How dare us.
We'll figure this all out together.
Really bad. It's our fault.
Yep. Why were we not born male?
In response to Tiffany's.
Oh, yay.
There we go. That was good.
Well, I have to finish it because I sent it to Morgan and I didn't realize I sent y'all the same thing. So I can't have her commenting over your comments. I'll get confused.
Yeah, you sent me, I think, something too, and so I don't know if it's the same thing, and I don't know if it's an older version.
No, that was an older thing.
Oh, okay.
You had to think. I was like, did I?
Chad's in his timeout. All right, let's hit the comments. Okay, Nick's cat ditched him. I'm sorry, babes.
Oh,
I hate it. I hate that.
it's what cats do.
I know. They're so picky with how they show us like love and affection.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mostly why I'm a dog person. But you gotta respect a cat's independence.
Yes.
You know? Esther, we love your hot mess. Yes, please do all the cackling. I have to have fun sounds to come back to, or else how do you know that I'm here?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like bonding with the sisters is productive. Is this the juicy gossip sister, or is
Which sister is this?
Which
Albert, Morgan, and Nia have done a lot today. They could.
They have, for real.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I am halfway through my own adult drink, Esther. Cheers. Cheers. 3/4 a bottle through. There we go. Almost another page written. Go, Nick.
You have a shot. I totally forgot.
Let me see. I love how both Gwenna and Tiff's stories start with some people hurt.
Yeah.
Esther, you haven't even read my my 90-page or my 90,000 word manuscript for my fantasy, I was yelled at by my critique group the other day because they're like, Gwenna, you set up the perfect adventuring party within the first 5 pages of your manuscript, and then you slaughtered them all. Why did you do that? And I was like, so you could build a new team.
You just gotta wipe the slate clean.
These
Oh,
y'all weren't good enough.
You know what? And I was getting ready to argue that because I was like, well, originally it didn't start with somebody being hurt, but then I remembered there was the little kid that got killed. So never mind.
It did. It did. It always starts with someone getting hurt, right? Where's the drama?
was like,
I have
oh.
no idea how many things I CP. I love critiquing people's work. You know,
You can turn it into a business at this point. People want
I really maybe should.
people are gonna want you to CP or to at least to critique them.
Let's build a little bit more of an audience, and then we'll start putting it into a monetization kind of thing. You know,
All right.
I'm into this passive income. You know, I don't like working for money.
I mean, I feel you.
I feel you too. I so do.
If I
Work
can
is
do it once and
gross.
continually get paid, I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Goals.
Daddy Bezos just needs to support me. And then it is the younger sister, the one with no drama attached. All right,
It
cool.
was a relatively calm evening.
It's not calm over at Esther's place.
Well, because she saw the fireball.
Ooh, ooh. Here we go. I do not want to work for my money, although I just need to funnel it in. I swear, working is overrated. I'm not about it.
For real.
All right, last minute vulnerability check. How is everyone feeling before I pick one?
Ooh.
Same.
We can't do it until mediocre white male Chad gets back, can we?
Yeah,
Who knows when Chad's going to get back?
Probably won't be Riley.
Yeah, probably walking the dog.
Chad's the only one who's always had a vote in this country, so he can miss.
Yeah.
There you go. True.
I'm okay with drowning him out.
There we go.
It's hard being the only mediocre white man on the panel.
I am loving this, but none of that is an answer. Tell me, friends.
You
Fill it
can
in. Fill it
Are
in.
those chocolate covered peanuts? I mean,
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Yummy.
So good.
my yogurt covered.
Healthy sweetness. Oh, I know your strawberry yogurt pretzels.
Oh yeah. Did you
She's
get
been
them?
hunting them.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Tiff.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
I felt that.
I'm actually feeling very vulnerable right now. Hold on.
okay.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
That's adorable.
Oh,
That's so
That
precious.
bear is adorable, though. Wait.
It really is. This is good.
yes. Give him his moment of fame.
I like a good sign.
Woo!
Cookie's been with me since I was like 12.
Oh, I love that.
Your best buds.
One of these days, I'll introduce you guys to Raphael. Raphael, when I first met my husband, story time about me. I, as you can tell, I grew up in a bit of a dysfunctional family. And I had never been inside Build-A-Bear, but I had always wanted to go inside Build-A-Bear because I loved soft and squishy things. And I love like stuffed bears, right? Been big into it. So for my first birthday with us, was it birthday or was it? I think it was my first birthday of us together. So my 18th birthday, he took me to Build-A-Bear and we built a bear together. And we named it Raphael.
And you still have them.
I still have him. He's on a shelf right now, so I'm not going to get him down. He's behind my computer.
That
But
is absolutely adorable.
I love that.
he's precious. He's wonderful.
You got a good egg. Good egg.
Yeah, you gotta hunt him down. spear him in the high school hallway and be like, "Yeah, you're fine." You good, JC?
The serum. It was great.
You're a violent one, aren't you? Like
feisty. I love it.
I'm pretty sure I've told you guys the story of like how I got my husband.
No.
Blank stares. Blank stares all around.
I think that's a no.
I thought I had. My apologies. Yeah, I when I was in junior year of high school, we had a class together, last class period of the day, and I always thought he was kind of cute, but he sat like in the back of the class behind one of my besties who sat across the class, and there weren't enough chairs for everybody, so I sat on the floor, so like we were never close to each other, right? So I eventually, it was like the last day of classes and we were taking the final. He and I opted to take a different version of the final than others did. So I finally got his name and I spent all summer trying to find his social media profiles. He has no social media. He's a unicorn. So he, come summer year, I thought, wow, I've lost this guy. And he was so cute and so sweet and I'll never find him again. And then we had one class together, homeroom, that we had once a week in senior year of high school. And then he got transferred out. But I know. But in that like few class times that we had together, I managed to overhear that he was big into anime and I was into anime. So I made an anime club and then harassed him in the hallway every day until he gave me his number on our sign-up sheet for our anime club. And then after his first time attending a meeting, I got his number and invited him on a date.
Wow. Entire club to get the guy.
Yes, I did.
This is a great rom-com.
I love it.
I gotta know, were you two the only two people in the club?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was like, dang it, I gotta deal with all these other people now.
Right.
I had like 20 other people in the club, and I was like, what the hell? Like,
Ooh.
This is
one, you're cramping my vibe, and like, two,
I
this
really
is
just
not
wanted
the
that
point.
one.
It could be a bonding moment between just him and I.
And then once you fulfilled your purpose, you're like, okay, now I have to disband this club because I don't want to do it no more.
I don't want the
It's actually
responsibility.
still functioning at the high school to this day. Like, I'm
That's
pretty
wild.
sure.
If they knew the origin. I love that.
10 years later.
Legendary.
I'm
Nice.
telling you. It wasn't an actual spear, though I would have if necessary.
you were first getting the fishing pole, and if that didn't work.
Non-violence should be tried first. All right, let's go ahead and talk about something slightly more personal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, more
Esther
personal?
said that you said it the same night we learned about Morgan's sister. I think I was late to that one.
It must have been backstage. I don't think she
I don't remember that.
Oh, I don't remember that either at all. I feel like I would have remembered this story.
Right. I definitely remember that story. That was backstage.
Yeah, so Barrett was the only one that knew about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been backstage with you guys.
All right.
How dare.
Now it is time. Oh, here we go. I told a story. Now you guys get to tell me one. Weave me a tale you're burning to get off your chest. Real or imaginary?
Oh.
Oh, you got any other questions in there?
You good?
Like,
You want me to switch questions?
Can we spin the wheel again?
I can. I'll spin the wheel again. All right.
Spin it again.
Here we go. Tell me about something someone has told you that permanently changed the way you view the world.
All right, spin the wheel one more time.
No.
Oh, I know one.
I don't have an answer to this one. So I'm like,
Told me that when I was little, someone told me that all cops weren't good, and I was just like, "What?" Oh, now I know. Oh, whoa! Did not know this growing up.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Well, not the world. My little world.
Yeah.
I grew up on a military base, so we had MPs. So if you needed help, no matter what color you were, you called the cops. I had no concept of that in some places, even though I'm from, like, my grandparents and everybody, they're from New York and Baltimore, but I would only spend like 4 weeks out of the year up north. So the rest of the time I was on whatever military base we were on. So it just never registered until Rodney King, maybe.
Wow.
That cops aren't always good.
Mm.
It was like, if you have a problem, officer friendly. And we had a song, officer friendly, we love you, officer. I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
No idea. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's not cool.
I was definitely taught by every addict in my family growing up, very young, don't trust a cop.
Mm.
Don't trust a cop. Never trust a cop. Don't do it. And then my mother married one, and I found out the hard way. You never trust a cop.
Oh, my husband was a cop, but he was a good guy. People still love him. I'm just like,
you know, I guess there are good ones out there. I just haven't met them.
My uncle was a cop. He was a good one.
Yeah, there are good cops out there. We still know.
I've heard of them. I've heard they exist.
I'll say most of the cops I've ever interacted with were good cops. So
yeah. I've never had a bad interaction with a cop, but
wow.
But I have seen that some people do. That's why I'm like, we've seen it.
I've had some obnoxious encounters with them, unfortunately.
Oh.
And then as a woman when you're stopped alone at night, not fun. They take
I
it.
don't know if this necessarily fundamentally or permanently changed the way I view the world, but it is always fun to think of come every election day.
Tell us.
And that was when I went to a private Christian school when I was a kid up until 8th grade. And I don't remember which election it was. Like, God only knows what president was running. No, it wasn't Clinton, because I remember being upset I couldn't vote that election. So I was close enough to 18 for that one. So it was before that. But there was this guy who was older. He was in the high school. And the way our school was set up was that, like, the 7th and 8th grade were on the top floor, and then the high school was on the bottom floor. And we were sitting in the hallway for something, and our teacher had all the people listed that were running for president on the wall. So we, it was like a government class. She was trying to teach us about, life and whatever. And he came up, and we were talking about all the different candidates, and we were trying to figure out, all the stuff that she had told us, like, well, this one, likes this, or this one is for this, and you're supposed to look at, like, what everybody stands for and how they vote and all this different stuff. And he goes, nope, that's wrong. And we're like, what? He's like, that's not how you pick who you vote for. You don't care about what they vote for. You don't care about what they like, what they do, any of that. And we were like, what? He goes, you vote for the one you don't like, the one that gets on your nerves, that you think is awful, because the job will give him ulcers and he'll die faster.
Okay. Wow.
It's not where I thought that was going.
Right? Totally not where I thought that was going.
What? He's like, don't tell the teacher I told you this. When you get out of school and you're voting, look for the one that gets on your nerves, and that's who you vote for. So he'll die.
Wow.
This is my lovely Christian school.
Okay.
So, like I said, I don't think it changed how I view the world. That's not how I vote. But
you'll never forget it.
They give me the thing, and I'm in the little booth, and I'm looking for who I'm going to check. It pops in my head. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm. That memory comes back.
Red flag right there.
oh yeah, he was a special individual.
Oh man.
JC, Des, y'all got any?
If I share mine, it's gonna y'all are gonna get to know me. So it wasn't so much that it changed my view. It changed my view of the world at that age. So I was 11 and I had this baby book that had information on it, but it didn't seem correct because there was someone under. This is just hilarious. I'm sharing this. Anyways, I thought someone else was my father for 11 years of my life, and there was there was a different name in the baby book, and so there was a time when I was like, every time I tried to question it, I would get like, "Oh no, that was supposed to be for me. Don't worry about it." My mother would tell me. Till one day I got old enough, and I was like, "No, something doesn't seem right. This isn't the name, but we have the same last name. So what is this?" So I cornered my brothers and I pretended I already knew what it was. So I got them to confess to me accidentally that this person who we knew as a family friend was actually my father. So I investigated my way into knowing who my real father was. And so who I thought my father was for the first 11 years of my life was not it. And then it was a very interesting thing because as excited as I was to discover this, I then quickly learned why he wasn't in our lives anymore, being that he was a con man addict. So that was a very poignant point in my life.
Wow.
I can write a novel about.
Wow.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
could.
think you should write a novel about that.
I've been told there could definitely be some fiction in there.
All novella right there, yeah.
For real. Yep. Good times. Drink a wine.
Yeah, have a drink of wine right there. That's well earned.
That's worth a shot.
That fireball.
It's funny because for me, I'm so used to, I always laugh at people's reaction because for me, I'm like, it's so nonchalant already to like say these things, but then I see people's reaction. I'm like, yeah, I guess that is not normal.
Fascinating.
It might
Very.
be normal. Because my
Huh?
family, that actually might be normal.
I was gonna say mine too, but the fact that she did the sleuthing.
Yeah, that part wouldn't have been normal.
That part, I'm like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Somebody else's new. Yeah.
Then I had to confess. Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Are we DVD
Hi.
or Chad?
Welcome. Who are we?
I forgot my jacket. I guess I'm DVD now.
Oh, we're back to DVD.
I'm still a mediocre white male who has more bodily autonomy in all 50 states than anyone else on the screen with me right now.
Oh.
You
Wow.
angry, register to vote and make sure that you turn out in your elections in November.
And vote for the person you don't like because it'll kill
No.
So they get ulcers and they die.
Because then they'll die from the
And until they die, they still means they're running things until they die.
This is not the election. This is unfortunately not the election to care about whether your gas costs $5 more than it did 100 years ago. So this is the election where we decide if we're still a democracy or if we're not. So make sure you go vote and all the way up and down the ticket. Don't do that bullshit where you vote for your senator and then nobody else. Yes, we need 2 senators, but go ahead and go all the way down the ballot and just give the Democrats the benefit of the doubt. Now, they may fuck that up, okay? I'm not saying they won't. They probably will.
They will.
Never.
They will.
Let's
They
give
will.
But
them
at least you'll still be living in a democracy.
let's give them a chance to
Exactly.
do it. You know what I mean? So let's do that. So occasionally on Gwyneth's Friday nights, I'm going to show up as this character and just remind everybody of what we're up against.
Oh boy.
I love it. I'm here for it. While you meditate on the question, Chad,
What's the question?
it's on the
He's
banner.
got the sunglasses on. Can you see it?
JC, what's your answer?
I honestly have no idea how to answer this. I don't know what you mean by, I'm like, my view of the, I don't know how to answer this question.
It could
That's
be
why,
macro or micro.
that's why I said, can we
small,
spin the
large,
wheel
or
again?
big.
Because I have no idea how to answer this. You
If
said
you
think
want
of
to skip, you can skip. You don't have to have an answer to every question.
Yeah.
I mean, but I
Has
like
anyone ever told
saying-
you something that changed your point of view on how you see things or how you look at something?
James Patterson eyes? No way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not that changed my. I mean,
James was like, no, I'm stubborn. What I think is what I think.
Yeah. She's like, sorry about you.
Let me see.
What about something that no one's ever like given a speech or anything that you found so moving or touched you in some way? Because that's something that could enhance your worldview. It doesn't have to be changed, does it? Could it be like enhance your worldview?
the banner said, "Throw the banner up again." Changed the way you view the world.
So let's not be so binary. Let's go ahead and just go into
Winter is very technical.
I'm fine. I'm
permanently
chill. That's night. We're 3/4 bottle of wine in.
The change could be small. It could be a slight
Tiny.
alteration. It doesn't have to be like a total 180 change. It could be slightly altered. Like maybe, I didn't like these people and someone told me something. I said, maybe these people aren't so bad. Anything.
Mine was a slight alteration, I would say. The day I read, God, was it my therapist or was it somewhere else on like some therapy group page or something? It was like anything worth doing is worth doing halfway, right? And giving myself permission to be like, oh, I can't brush my teeth for 2 minutes, but I can brush my teeth for 30 seconds, and that's still brushing my teeth, and that's okay, right? And like, so I can't fold all my laundry, but it's in a clean basket right beside me, and that's okay, right? And allowing myself to not feel ashamed about not completing every minutia of my day to 100% perfection gives me and my mental health space to breathe, right? And allows me to be like, oh, I don't have to live in guilt and shame for not being able to do everything that everyone else does, right? It was just a small thing, very small thing, but just changed something in my brain for me.
I love that. How about you, JC? Any of that? No?
I can't, like, right now it's not coming to me. I can't think of anything.
It's cool, my dude. I'll revisit it with you next week.
But I like answering these questions. I hate that I can't think of an answer. That's why I said pick another question.
What's your favorite ice cream?
All right.
That's not a vulnerable question. I like being vulnerable with you guys.
All right, I have a question. Because maybe it's have you ever changed your mind about something? Like you thought this way about something and then you changed your mind. And if you have, what made you change your mind?
I mean, I've changed my mind about a lot of things over my life, but nothing that changed my view of the world. I don't. Let Chad answer, and maybe I'll think. I've been marinating this whole time, and I still couldn't think. I hadn't thought anything yet, so I'm thinking.
Says, learning that memory is hugely unreliable has made me rethink a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see the question? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, I keep going. I didn't know you had more stars. Go.
Yeah. Nick says, do your best today, even if that means you did the bare minimum. Helps when I'm feeling depressed and get nothing done. And I did my best just getting through the day.
Yep.
Those were the only 2 answers in the chat.
I have an answer for the question. I just have to see it.
All right. Give me 1 second to get back to it. Oh, God. Where was it?
I don't know, Gwenna. We can't see where it is.
Only you have the power.
We can't help you.
Found it.
There it is.
So I don't know if this is the answer. What were some of the other answers besides Gwyneth? Gwyneth is the only one I heard. Did Desiree give an answer for this? And if so,
I had a dramatic one.
She discovered the
She
family
had a whole
friend was her
telenovela.
father.
What?
She had a
Discovered that her
telenovela.
the family friend was her father.
I discovered someone else was my father that I thought someone else was for 11 years. Because my baby book had a different name on it. I hadn't gone and investigated to see who this person was and why they were in my baby book. So I cornered my brothers and I pretended I already knew and said that I knew so-and-so was my father. And they spilled the beans. And that's when I really got confirmed that the person I thought was my father for 11 years was not, and that this family friend indeed was. So, yeah, everyday stuff.
Nia learned that there were some parts of the world where cops are not trustworthy. I learned today that there are some parts of the world where cops are trustworthy. And Miss Tiffany learned that you should vote for the people you want to give ulcers.
Fair.
Technically, it's the people you don't like because you want them to get ulcers and die faster. But yeah.
From the job.
Yeah.
Well, so my answer to this, I don't know if this is the right kind of answer, but I would say until I was probably 29 years old, I moved through the world cynically kind of believing that I just had some very toxic beliefs around like success and what that meant and what you had to do to achieve that. And then I'd even call them like superficial, right? And then I met someone who, through just the way they lived their life, made me rethink mine and all of my goals and the things that were important to me and the beliefs that I held, and it just challenged everything about myself. And that was probably the day Ricky said he loved me. And I would say from that point forward, my whole life changed. And I became a different person, and I was more open, and I was just changed. I just became a different human, moved through the world differently. I couldn't take jobs that I took before, like defending oil companies and oil spills, because it felt icky for the first time. And I was like, well, what do you mean that it's bad to take rich people's money to lie for them? That's bad? So anyway, I don't know. Everything about me changed. And, it's not always easy, but I think that, that changed my view of the world.
I love that.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, beautiful. That's definitely a worthy answer. Yes.
So sweet. Thank you guys for your vulnerability.
Mediocre.
That was not mediocre. That was good.
Okay. I have one.
Okay.
See?
Okay. As I said, I need a little more time to marinate. I don't remember. I'm sure it's a famous quote or something, but I don't remember who said it to me that made it click. But when someone said that forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you. Because I had to learn how to forget. And forgive. Sometimes you have to forgive the person even when they don't say that they're sorry. Because I had to learn how to forgive my mother. And I held on to so much anger for her that it affected me and pretty much everything I did for most of my adult life. And when I finally realized that if I forgive her, it's not for her, it's for me. So I can let it go.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that, JC.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. See?
Let's marinate a little longer.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of time. And my dear friends, speaking of time, it is now 11 p.m. It is time for our outros. Who would like to go first? I know. I'm going to go get myself a second helping of those beef tips.
Ooh, yes.
I'm a minority. I should go first.
Because of that, Chad, you don't get to go.
Morgan said she's been trying to think of an answer this whole time. Got nothing.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just me that had a hard time.
Yeah, we'll revisit Esther and Morgan when we revisit on Sunday.
Well, and
Yes.
even enhance, it doesn't have to be changed. Like, just fiddle with the words a little. Like, just enhance, or just fiddle with the words. We're all words people, so just.
Just a chance to down.
I mean, the only man here. How it's hardest for us.
How do you get job?
Earlier, when you said 50 states, Esther corrected you to 50 states and territories.
I know. You're right. You're right. Thank you, Esther, for correcting me.
Who would like to go first? No one wants to leave? I love you all, but I'm hungry.
No, you can't go. You're holding you hostage.
All right, I will go by saying AWC is going on. It has been really, really good. If you have not seen any of the things and you're still up and you don't mind listening to something while you're working, click on some of those. They have been really, really great. Morgan did one. If you need to write diverse characters, hers was fantastic.
Nia, yours was pretty good
And
too.
yours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are links to Nia's and Morgan's in my story on Instagram. Click through.
Who goes next?
I'm author JC Carpenter. I'm a self-published author of 2 books, The Diary Succession of Lies and The Art of Love Poetry Collection. I have a blog, online magazine, online store, and a Ko-fi page. I post all types of videos on my channel, including writing blogs and sometimes masterclass reviews. I haven't done one in a while, but I'll get there. And I have streams on Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. or whenever we get finished. And I hope you like and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I would love to see you there. And take it away, whoever's next.
Nicely done, by the way.
What?
First time for everything.
So good.
Amazing. I loved it.
All right, well, I'll talk more about the AWC. I think Tiffany has one coming up for Scrivener. Tiffany, you want to tell us about that?
I do. I'm Tiffany, TLRS Lifestyle and all the interwebs. I have a stream coming up on Sunday, Scrivener in 60, at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. All the other times, I don't know what they are. We lost Gwenna.
Keep going.
Uh-oh.
He's going to force us all to do outros. That's what this means.
Are we stuck here? She hasn't come back?
Yes.
She did the private chat.
Oh,
The
okay.
video is shutting down. It says she said.
It's alive without her.
I have a podcast, This Great Life. Hopefully it will be back to regular scheduled programming at least by next week. Barrett and I are starting, Chad and I are starting a...
I'll take off my disguise for the.
Oh, good. So
Barrett.
good to see you.
Hey, Barrett.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, hello.
We are starting a show next week with Morgan. The name might still be up in the air, so we'll let you know. And I do PJs and Scribbles on Thursdays. Come hang out with us. It's a great time. And that's all I got. Oh, check out my Ko-fi page.
Yes.
Desiree is doing something for the first time starting Monday. Desiree, what you got going on?
Oh, thank you, Nia. Yes, I do. I have Right by the Moon with me writing sprints live every Monday starting this Monday coming up July 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So definitely come and join if you are naturally a night writer or if that's the only time of day you actually have to get some writing done. It will be over on my YouTube channel, which is Coffee Reading Writing, where I also post weekly videos on Wednesdays about my writing journey and creative living and mental health. And I also have a Ko-fi that you guys could find under Desiree M. Ortega. And if you're interested in writerly or reader merch, you can go to coffeereadingwriting.com where I have a link to an online shop as well. So that's me.
Oh, since we're still here on the 23rd next Saturday, Barrett is going to join me or Author Tubers React. Barrett, you want to say anything?
I do. Hi, my name is BarrettLaurie. Over on my channel, I talk about the journey to traditional publishing. We host Critique Group Live every second Thursday of the month. We are doing a writing contest right now, and we have accepted all of our entries, and we'll be announcing the winners in August. I do Author Tubers React with Nia the Vixen of Fiction. It's a ton of fun. Come check it out. We're about to be on break after this one, though, right?
Yes, we're taking a month off, but there will be some replays. I'll throw a couple of replays that you guys can catch on some Saturdays.
So pew pew will be in the premiere chat. It's on for that. And then Tiffany and Morgan and I are doing, I think the writer's room is what's winning, Tiffany. So
yeah,
and I love
I voted for that.
Oh, did you really?
I like that too.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
all right. Winner.
Okay.
I think that's the clear winner. So, and I will be in all of these chats to cause chaos, not in character, or else we'll all go crazy by November, but occasionally. So I love you all, and be good to one
Gwen is
another.
not here.
Esther just reminded me, I forgot to tell y'all about my
Yes.
Kindle Vella.
Yes, the
That's
Kindle
starting
Vella.
on July 26th. And I have a book club on my Ko-fi. Come support me and get some vaccine stuff. Today I just posted my mood board for my story. So you get to see, to join the book club, what inspired my my little part that you just heard 5 seconds ago.
Voila.
Since we're still here, speaking of book clubs,
Hold up, wait.
on the 31st, my book club is doing Emma. Emma and Clueless. So if you're a fan of Jane Austen and you've seen Clueless and Emma and you just want to talk about it, or you've seen one, not the other, you haven't read the book, whatever, come join us. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have a couple of guests on with us. My co-hosts are Natalie Locke and Ben Pick. We have a great time. Come hang. It's awesome.
You forgot about Jane Austen July.
Jane Austen July. So this Wednesday at 4, we're going to be on Margaret Bernard's channel, and she's got some fun historical flash fiction games and things. We do polls. We talk about the best of this, the worst of that, about some Jane Austen stuff. It's funny. We've talked about rakes. We've talked about houses. I've got mine the following Wednesday. I'm going to be talking about bad best friends. And who's the coolest sister? So we'll have some polls and we'll have some fun chat about what makes a bad best friend. Because Jane was good at writing some friends that you're like, what kind of friend are you? Backstabbing. She wrote some good ones.
And since she's not here, I will say Gwenna has a Vella. If you want to check it out. And she streams Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Fridays from 9 to 11, Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 9. And she'll be posting content on her channel. I'm not entirely sure of the days of the week that she'll be posting, but there'll be content there. Just like
she has a Ko-fi.
Does she have a Ko-fi?
She has a Ko-fi. She's on Instagram. She is again the Kindle Vella because her first 3 episodes, the third one's out already, right?
Yes.
So all first 3 episodes are out.
Is everything linked?
I think so.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Is everything linked? It should be. And while we're on that note, let's talk about ourselves for another half hour.
He says everything is linked. He says everything is linked.
I
gave us 5.
Yes, you have all 3. And only one like.
One
thumbs up.
Hit the like button.
Likes. Why are you not liking?